All right. So, just want to say thank you for being here and for really taking this time out for yourself today. We often neglect taking care of ourselves uh, until we have to take care of ourselves. And if you are, I guess it's safe to say that if you are living an authentic life, then you're experiencing uh, growth challenges. You're experiencing um, fear, you're experiencing doubt, and sometimes even confidence in who you are and what you have to share. You even sometimes may even be feeling like a fraud. These are all valid emotions. And I feel that when we move beyond these emotions, we get to realize that we are none of those emotions. We serve a creator that is so magnificent that the detail that went into or that has gone into not only our conception as human beings, but as we continue to uh, evolve and grow or get older, and you understand um, like these fingers, this body, the veins, and everything that goes into allowing these fingers to move, that allow my lips uh, to be able to move, and for you to even be able to hear my voice. Um, it in itself is, for me, I'm always in awe. So it's so important that we create time to come back home to our bodies and take a moment to sit in silence, to journey within ourselves. This practice is one that will allow you to not only uh, be grateful for where you are, because in that gratitude, you realize that if you weren't where you are right now, you would not know how to truly appreciate the other end of where you are. So, Um, yes, it's okay to be hard on yourself. I'm so hard on myself. But it is also incredibly powerful when you get to be grateful for where you are and you get to sit and commune with your creator, commune with God to help you um, make it through to the uh, light at the end of the tunnel that you see. But remember that there is a light within you that allows you to light your path to where you're going. So um, just take a moment if you need to, if you haven't done so yet, to sit comfortably, whether it's cross leg or I'm sitting in a chair, whether you're sitting in a chair. Keep your feet flat, your spine nice and straight, and begin to just focus on your breath. Even if your eyes are still open, just focus on your breathing pattern. Like follow that inhalation to the point that you're unable to inhale anymore. And when you exhale, focus on the exhalation to the point that you have completely emptied out your lungs. And as you continue to focus on your breath pattern or the wave of your breath or the flow of your breath, If your eyes are still open, I want you to gently close them. And let go of the all the external visuals and experience what it feels like to trust your body's intelligence. And in that trust, I'm talking about you letting go of your need to control your breath. I want you to think about what it's like when you fall asleep. You're not trying to focus on your breath. You just trust that your breath will flow naturally. Same as when you're going about your day, you're not focusing on your breath. You just trust that it's there. And when you really think about it, we don't really begin to focus on our breathing until we're about to lose it. So, this practice also provides you with a wonderful opportunity to be mindful of your breath, to reconnect with your breath. So, again, we're simply focusing on the flow of the breath. Each inhalation, I want you to follow that inhalation to the point that you're unable to inhale anymore. And as you exhale, follow the exhalation until you are unable to exhale anymore. So, breathing in, be present with that breath. And breathing out, be present with that breath. So, as you continue to allow your breath to flow, I want you to now become aware of where that breath is flowing to and where it's flowing from. A lot of us usually engage in shallow breathing, meaning breathe only into the chest. Okay, I want you to bring that breath all the way down from your diaphragm. So, as you inhale, I want you to think of expanding your diaphragm as if though you're trying to create a beer belly. And if you already have one, that's totally cool. Just still expand it. This is also a great way to train your abdominal walls. So when you inhale, think of creating a beer belly or a Buddha belly. And then when you exhale, allow your belly button to go as far back towards your spine as you can. So do your best to allow for very little effort here. I want you to trust that your body knows exactly how much air to take in and how much to take out or let out. All I want you to do at this point is be the observer of this flow. Be the observer of your breath, the observer of your body's intelligence. And here, it's good to note that this is when your mind will want to wander off if it hasn't done so yet. Want to think about what you had for breakfast this morning, and what you're doing after you're done with the meditation. Maybe what's happening tomorrow at work, or what you're doing later, what you're going to have for dinner. What are you wearing? The mind just wants to get away. That's okay. Whenever that happens, just gently bring your awareness back to your breath wave or your breath flow. So as you breathe in, if that's where you are, notice it, follow the breath. And as you breathe out, notice it, follow the breath. Okay, so the practice is all about being aware of your breath, being mindful of your breath. Keep in mind also that in this place, in this practice, there is no judgment. So, again, if your mind wanders off, just gently come back to your breathing, come back to your breath awareness, and notice the sensations in your body. Just feel what you feel as you dive deeper into the practice. Notice the sense of inner peace and calm that now permeates every fiber of your beingness. If you're not using headphones, I hope you are, and I apologize if I didn't suggest that you use headphones for this practice. But be sure to use every single sound outside of yourself. And I only say that because I'm here in Hopkins, Belize, and even though I'm wearing headphones, it's a beautiful day out on the beach, and I can still hear people outside just having a good time playing. But my focus remains on the breath, on the flow of my breath. So as we continue to dive deeper into the focus of the breath, as we heighten our breath awareness, I'd like to invite you now to become the observer of your thoughts. So, again, there's no judgment here. We're simply observing. And I want you to treat your thoughts as if though you are looking up in the sky and you see a puff of clouds, or the sky may be filled with clouds. You're able to watch those clouds, especially on a windy day. You see the clouds drift in from afar, and then you watch them as they drift away. Or maybe uh, you're people watching, sitting outside at a cafe or maybe in the mall. I don't even know if malls are still a thing, but let's use a cafe, for example. You're sitting outside on the patio and you can see the vehicles or people, skateboarders, cyclists, people out enjoying the day. You see them either walking towards you and then watch them as they walk away. It's the same way I want you to treat your thoughts. You observe your thoughts as they drift in and watch them as they drift away. Really keeping your focus on the flow of your breath. Breathing in, stay with that breath, and remember to breathe into the diaphragm as much as you can. Again, let's try not to force it. So we're just really trusting the body's intelligence. Again, if the mind wanders off from the breath, without judgment, just gently bring it back to breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Again, remember to use every single sound that you hear outside of yourself as a tool to take you deeper within. It's so interesting and so amazing what we learn about ourselves just from simply observing the breath, observing our thoughts, noticing the sensations in our bodies, and even experiencing that inner peace, that inner peace. And if you can right now, just notice every single sensation in your body. Feel what you feel, all while keeping your focus on the flow of your breath. And just take a moment to just check in. Are you controlling the breath or are you trusting your body's intelligence? Trusting that the body knows exactly how much air to take in and how much air to let out. Just taking a few more cycles of breath. How amazing and how awesome it is that you were able to create some time for yourself to come back home to your body, to be present with your thoughts, your breath, and the sensations in your body. And on your next inhale, as we bring this practice to a close, I'd like you to repeat the following. I know that there is only one source. I am a focal point of divine presence. I am open and receptive to God's riches, spiritual, mental, and material, and they flow to me in avalanches of abundance. I know there is only one source. It created the universe and all things therein contain. I am a focal point of divine presence. I am open and receptive to God's riches, spiritual, mental, and material, and they flow to me in avalanches of abundance. I know there is only one source, the life principle from which all things are made. It created the universe and all things therein contain. I'm a focal point of divine presence. My mind is open and receptive to God's riches, spiritual, mental, and material, and they flow to me in avalanches of abundance. And just take a moment as you continue to focus the flow of your breath to let those just sink in for a moment. On your next inhale, slowly begin to open your eyes. If you need to flutter them open, that is completely normal, meaning you can't just like open them up all the way. You have to slowly just open them. I hope this practice is able to help you today as you go about your day. And just really want to thank you again for taking the time out to sit and allow me to guide you through your practice. For me, meditation has been an amazing glue that allows me to hold this life together despite whatever I'm going through, um, especially moving back home to Belize. And, um, just it's a different way of life here. And meditation for me has really allowed me to stay the course. So, have an incredible day. And remember, whenever you need, you can just take a moment of pause to just focus on your breath. And even one moment of breath awareness in itself is meditation. So, have an incredible day today. And love yourself and really appreciate who you are and where you are in each moment because it is exactly where you are meant to be. Namaste.